Hello, hello, hello. My name is Kobe. I would like to make a quick comment on the lady called Rene Marcus. Rene Marcus. Um, Rene Marcus was a Gambian YouTuber residing in England or UK, minding her own business on, stuff that a whole lot of people don't watch. And then she came hard on a lady in the Gambia, you know, minding her own business and running her mouth. It was all right to, bring people's attention to what's going on that you felt it's wrong, but and that had attracted a lot of traffic to her, Rene Marcus, because of moving into a different demography, the demography of and the viewership of Art Cathy, and then right after that, the viewership kind of slumped when she went back to what she does best, doing cooking and stuff like that. So to maintain this new viewership, which kind of rushed her to listen to her views on Art Cardi, Rene Marcus probably did a hard digging. You know, how can I improve my viewership? How can I maintain these people? In that response to Art Cathy, Rene Marcus praised the Bag family, that they don't do what Art Cathy is doing, in her view. Then the same Rene Marcus would turn around and probe into the relationship of the Bag family with a young Gambian fella whom the Bag had adopted as one of their sons. Whatever it is, I think we all like to be relevant and do things so that we can get some praise. Get some praise. It's so normal. People want to be, looked at being relevant. In my opinion, there are so many Gambian youth that have been employed. Not so many. I won't say so many. There are few Gambian youth that have been employed by Lebanese, Indians, perhaps Chinese. Do any of these three category of people, Asians, adopted any of these people as a son? Hell to the no. Are they paying these young people that the Chinese, the Lebanese, the Indians employ and exploit on regular basis, disrespected on a regular basis? Do they pay them more or equal to what the Bag family is paying Haman? I don't think Rene Marcus ever cared to investigate that, because if he ever cared to investigate that, she will find out that Haman is in a better place with a family, that his future prospects are better than the future prospect of any Gambian working with Lebanese, Chinese, and these Indians. And to make things better, she could go over there or through his representatives in Gambia, because she's still in London, and pick one of them boys in these Asian sweatshops, electronic shops, and all these shops that the Asians open up, and prop that one up, and bring that one to us. That, you know what, I'm challenging the Back family that, I also adopted or, projected a guy from an Indian shop, Lebanese shop, or a Chinese shop, and then I'm setting up a YouTube channel for him. I'm, raising money for him to buy chicken and stuff like that. Because employment across the Gambia is the same. So if people from America working with a young fella that they adopted as a one of them, and pay him a little bit better than the average Gambian, and you are more concerned about how much they are not paying him, where would you end? Where would that, after the Back family, where would you go? Would you go to another Jamaican restaurant and look into it and see whether the Jamaicans are paying these Gambians better, and then set that one up? Where would you end? Would you go to the Art Hill or Art establishment, and all the people that they are training in their school, all the people that they are setting up, with IT knowledge, all the people that they are working with in their real estate endeavor? Would you go and clear all that also up and raise money for them to do chicken and buy some sheep and goat for them? I'm not saying, animal husbandry is a bad thing. My concern is there are so many other people who are employed by Chinese, Lebanese, and Indians who are not receiving a good salary, and the majority of all people, the youth, are not even working. I am not here saying that people should exploit people simply because they're not working, but to concentrate your to x-ray into a particular family who have adopted a young fella and treating him as a family, you want to take that thing from those people, I think is being vindictiveness. You are taking the anger from Art Carty to a family where you yourself, Rene Marcus, have praised for being a model family into the Gambia. And now the same person that you have, compared to Art Carty and said they are much better representing themselves and the Gambia in a better light than Art Carty, you go into that family and disrupt it. That is vindictiveness. So that you could shine, into the YouTube world as doing something to, why? Because other people knew Haman with the Back family than the other Gambians who are working in a Lebanese shop and Indian shops and Chinese shop. That if you go and take those children, those kids, those boys, or those young ladies working in those places, restaurants that they don't pay them, belonging to Lebanese, you're not going to make, and nobody's going to follow you. So you go and take a model, a young fella that everybody have some love for. Okay, you go and take something that somebody have already put, who has been made popular by a family. In their episode after episode after episode, you go and attack that one, take that one from them. I don't know the arrangement. I hope, Mr. Haman, if you're listening to me, I hope, Young Haman, I hope you are raising your chicken on the side, just as you helping your father on the side, and stick to your adopted family. This family has been exposed to a lot of technology. They have different way of looking at things. The man has been a military man, has been deployed in many Americans' war, have seen it, have been there and seen it. The man is a man of many innovations. Had friends who have different ideas about how things could be applied and how result could be achieved through looking outside the box. So if you, young Herman, if you stick with people like this, if your relationship still remain with the people like this while you are doing your little chicken, your little goat thing, in the future, you will come out with a better mindset. Okay? I'm an African. If I've been in Africa for all this time, a whole lot of things that the way I think now, I probably may not think because I've been a traveler. And I've seen so many ways that things have been done in the world. You know, there are so many ways to kill a cat. But if you remain on one place, you're going to see only one way to kill that cat. So when you have people coming from outside the Gambia, outside Africa, with years and years, generation of being exposed to different ways of killing a cat, young Haman, I would rather ask you to remain there so that you could see all the 21 ways. All the 21 ways of killing a cat instead of knowing only one. So I am appealing to you. Don't divorce yourself from the bag. Continue with the bag as if nothing had happened, as if you never seen at Rene Marcus. Continue to be recipient of any love that anybody shows you, but it shouldn't get into your head. Okay, because those monies coming through PayPal, coming through whatever cash app may dry up. Okay. Don't use your left hand to point to your father or to your home. Young Haman, I'm glad that you, Rene Marcus, discovered you and have trust in you, but continue your little sidekick, chicken and goat and sheep and your father, and keep your adopted family intact. You got brothers over there. You got a beautiful girl that you may consider as a sister. You have a mother and you have a father over there. You are privileged to have two fathers. If your mother is still around, you are privileged to have two mothers. And if you have siblings, if you have three siblings and you have three siblings, the back family have 4 children over here, you are privileged to have all these many siblings. So Mr. Haman, young Haman, you know, I'm glad for your life, and I'm glad for Rene Marcus for discovering you and trying to help you, but stick to the back family and learn all the 21 ways of killing a cat. Yagbadzanyi.